right, Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill. Neil. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. SOS.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
I'm coming. Joker. Check 31.
Here we go on second and 12. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Deontay Harris. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
56.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Right there. 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. Check.
On second down, this is Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
56, Mike, 56. Smooth. Watch the slant. 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Now they'll look to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one to midfield. Before he's brought down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Set. And Reese. So we got man. He's coming.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Check. Fresno. X3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Watch the shift.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Slam. Jack. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Same on.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down.
Stop.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
They'll try the right side with Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup. But it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Leads to second and goal.
Here he comes, 132 fighter. Motion. Hey, right 52. Middle. Get in the weight room. Check.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Allen now on third and goal. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And this results in 6. Touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Allen will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Switch. Kill. 25. Check 25. 22. Check. Over. 22. Check. Over. 30.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Watch left. He's tight right there. We got 4. What? You got tight right there. No. Off. Whip. Watch the whip.
The toss play to Mixon.
No.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darius Leonard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Vegas. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 22. On 1st down, Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch that in, right.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Put up.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Harris to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Focus, defense, focus.
Allen throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because...
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. They're going to look to throw. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now a carry here for their fullback.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Time to end it. Watch it, 5. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Okay. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 99. Check 99. Check.
On first down, Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Check
He'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check, check. 24 is the mic. Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Allen, he's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
On second and goal, Allen back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Allen now looks to throw, and it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
55 mark, guys, 55. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Watch the edge.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the home team here, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.